This that late shift, graveyard, pockets on E. This that praying in the driver, God, don't let me bleed. This that thumbnail, live stream, teaching about the teeth of the market while I'm fighting for my family to eat. This that knee brace, aching from the miles in the mud. This that E5 rank that I earned with my blood. This that YouTube grind when the views was a dud. Now we talking about a movement, not a maybe. This a flood. Sacrifice for the riches. That ain't just about the cash. That's about the sleep I gave up just to break a broken past. That's about the liquor I refused when I could've hit the glass. That's about the therapy I took instead of speeding off and crash.
S4R, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife, for my kids, for my people that I live. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'ma die before I quit. Sacrifice4R, put the name on my stone. I was built for all this pressure, I ain't breaking, I'm grown. If you looking for a hero who was carved out of the stones, you can see him in the mirror when you face it on your own.
I was clocking in for bosses that ain't know my middle name. They just saw the numbers hitting, they ain't see the inner strain. Then I turned my pain to content, turned my lessons into game. Now I got a tribe of traders that refuse to play the same. Discord buzzing charts up, members learning how to move. We ain't chasing lotto tickets, we're protecting what we prove. Teaching risk, teaching patience, teaching how to keep you cool. Cause I lost enough myself to write a whole financial school. My sobriety a badge, my resilience a shield. Every L I ever took became a tool I had to wield. When the market tried to break me, I just studied how it killed. Then I built a better system, now I'm walking through the field.
Sacrifice4R, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife, for my kids, for my people that I live. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'ma die before I quit. Sacrifice4R, put the name on my stone. I was built for all this pressure, I ain't breaking, I'm grown. If you looking for a hero who was carved out of the stones, you can see him in the mirror when you face it on your own.
When I say sacrifice, you say for riches.
Sacrifice4R, sacrifice
for riches, from the trenches to the digits. When I say process, you say over profit.
process over profit. Process
Over profits, we ain't stopping till we locked it. From the runaway son to the soldier in the dirt, to the husband with a white queen fighting through the hurt, to the father of 2 daughters that he put in every verse, to the trader and the teacher helping others break the curse. I'm the sum of every scar they tried to use to hold me back. I'm the voice of every kid who had to grow up in attack. I'm the proof that if you're willing, no go all in on the path. You can lose a couple battles and still never lose your track.
Sacrifice4R, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife.
Hey, everybody, can you hear me? Can you see me? I need a haircut, so I gotta cover this up. What it do? What's up, everybody? It's your boy S4R, Sacrifice4Riches. Let's get to business right away. Let's see. I see Queen Fee in the building, Cleaning in the building, JT in the building, GQ in the building. Him in the building. I'm here watching till I learn some more. I'm grateful to be here. Hope everyone had a blessed weekend. Absolutely, man. I had an exhausting weekend. My kids were in dance, but they killed it, though. Absolutely crushed it. Like, ranked first in, like, multiple categories and top high score. It was a proud dad weekend, but it was a lot of work. I'm still in pain, y'all. I'm still on my medication, so I'm trying. But I wanted to get it in. All right, so let's see what we got going on here with the market. Let's get some live trading going on. Hey, it's dropping on streaming services. I think today. It's in a process of uploading. Essentially, like music is a passion. We used to do stuff like this like when I was a kid, but AI has like made the learning curve like so much easier, and actually just getting things like accomplished. So I have like an album like I'm putting together about like my life because I think it's dope, and that track is like the anthem. All right, so we got Walmart. All right, I wanted to get Walmart at 116. And now we are approaching 117.29, and then we got to get confirmation above that to get into a play. Let's look at SPY. All right, SPY. We're looking at short SPY right now. And technically, I wanted to come back, but I missed the opportunity. This was my entrance on SPY, and we would have caught this move, but I failed because I was getting ready, and I'm not about to touch it right now. Now, if it confirms below take profit 3, then I'll mess with it. But even then, that's suspect. Okay, Netflix, what is going on? Did Netflix sell off? Okay. Netflix might be a play. We're in a demand zone on the Netflix. Everybody, I'm looking at Netflix. I'm going to the 45-second chart. I see that volume is decreasing as we're approaching demand. But I need to see a play form. So let's go to Netflix. It's on my radar. May or may not get into this play. I'm getting in. I'm in on Netflix. I'm filled. Now my stop loss is if we fall back in demand. All right. So I'm going to go in here and try to get a tight stop in here. But I'm in a Netflix $96, $96.50 call option right now. I don't know why I'm not already up, but essentially, let me know if you can't see my screen. Oh man, what happened? Can y'all see my screen? Oh, my phone went away. Hold up. Dang. I'm in the Netflix call option, just so y'all know. I'm trying to get my screen back up. For some reason, it disappeared on us. There we go. So it's weird because I should be up more than this, but it is what it is. I probably took the ask when I typically take the bid, but there's the play, if you can see it on my screen. So we're in a Netflix play. Why did I get in this play? Well, because we did our due diligence last night, and I knew we were hitting a demand zone. I was waiting for a green pop, and we got it, right? Outside of demand. If we fell back into demand, then I would have been stopped out, okay? So this is bogus, though, because I should be up like 40%, but that's on me. This, okay. So I don't like this. So I'm going to get a tighter stop in here, which would be right around here, okay? So my take profit target is going to be 96.31. We're up 9%. It's this week. It's a this week expiration. Essentially, though, we're up 9%, and I'm going to likely call this one. But I'm going to set my stop loss right now. Oh, man. It's probably going to go against me. Okay, I'm not playing with big money, all right? I'm having technical difficulties and stuff, so it is what it is. Now, what'll happen is I'm probably gonna get stopped out because we hit a doji at the top of the trend, but then we're gonna come back down to retest this level at 94.70. So if we come back down here and retest it, then I'll look for another entry. But that was 10%, and I didn't get all the 10% because I played the what do you call it? The ask instead of the bid, I think. Yep. Give me a minute. So now we're waiting to see if Netflix comes on down and what it does as it approaches this level. I'm going to pull up my QVP and then see what the dynamic is for buyers and sellers. Okay. It's not a lot of volume. But we have some absorption down here, which we love to see. Now, ranking up. I need this bar to close. I'm on the 45-second time frame. Can you call out contracts price when you do that? Oh my God, I think I just lost my signal again. See, technical difficulties. I'm probably gonna miss an entry doing this. God dang it. All right. I think my phone's back up again. It should be. And I think I missed my opportunity. Oh, I didn't. Not yet. Okay, cool. My phone is bugging. And we're tripping here. Okay, I'm going back into calls. Now again, my stop loss is going to be if we break back into demand. We didn't quite touch it, but it looks like we did. So this is an early entry. Okay. So what I can do to make sure I am properly stopped, I can go to the chart of that options and I can see the base is $94. So I can go in here and set my stop loss right under that. I'll do $90 and then I'll set a take profit target of $500. I know that's far-fetched, but that's what I'm going with right now. The contract that I'm in is a Netflix 9650 call option that expires this week. It was the same contract that we were just in, right? That we ran up 10%. So now we're just back in that position because we got out, took profit. We came back to retest. I didn't want to ride the retest wave. And I just wanted to see another doji kind of signal happen at the demand zone before hopping into the position. So now we're up again, okay? And it looks like we have some great bullish momentum, right? We got good bullish volume. We have a new demand and imbalance formed. So this should go and retest this supply zone here at 95.57. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It could stop me out. As you can see, it just turned around a little bit. So it looks like it's an oversold close to. So we got 22 seconds, and if this doesn't tackle this, take this out, then this play is it's in a neutral state. Let's see if it's going to be in a neutral state, because if it's neutral, then it means it's going to bounce off of this level here, and then it's going to kind of trade sideways. Nope, it's cutting into demand. I should get stopped out if it cuts below this level. If it takes out this low right here. Yeah, I'm using TradingView. Yeah, it's going to get taken out probably. We have volume increasing, and we've breached demand. I'm out. I was already out of the position. I noticed it. So what do I do here? 1 second. So I won one, lost one. Okay. I won one, lost one. I'm probably not going to take another one. But I might be able to guide you for one. So SPY is kind of tough because we're too far away from my stop loss. Essentially with the SPY, I would look at shorts right here, but then your stop loss would be 684.05. I just don't like this level because this is a neutral area. So we could be choppy here for a little bit. So I'm not touching that. With Netflix, when we see play break into demand, then your mindset changes to, okay, let's try to get a call option near the bottom, but you need to see price action that gives you that signal. Okay, I don't know if we're going to get that. It looks like it might be a sell-off day. Give me a minute. And all right. Be careful with the puts. If you're a Netflix puts, then you understand where you are on this chart. Okay, so one, yes, under 94.70. Like if we confirm below this, it is put time. It is put option time. However, I did also identify this as a demand zone, so just watch for price action. This is a nice, strong, solid bar. So Queen Rochella, she's not wrong. But towards the bottom is where you got to be careful on that call option or that put option, because this is kind of where you would look for the reversal. And there it is. That might be your reversal signal right there. So technically, at this point, what we want to see, if you didn't get in off of this bounce, this hammer, then you would need to see Netflix breach demand and not be rejected. Okay. Now, this account that I'm trading out of, I didn't put more money into it, so I'm kind of limited to what I can do, and I'm not gonna do it right now. So pay attention. If you're trying to trade Netflix, then we need to breach 94.70. I have Netflix, a Netflix swing trade already in a different account, but that's down 25%. It was up like 2% this morning, but then we had this drop first thing. So I'm still in it though, because I know I'm in the demand zone. So I'm not going to cut out of that position until I see some a reversal. Like if I see this break, okay? SPY, it's coming on down. SPY's next target is 682.26. Let's look at WMT real quick. So Walmart hit our 117. It's breaking below our 20-day EMA, but it's still in a technical uptrend. So we got to be careful with this one too. And we have some buy-side absorption. So chill, Netflix. Okay. So a couple things to point out when you're looking at Netflix. One, here's our EMAs. We're really far away from it, so we need to come back to retest it. Okay, this is bearish overall, but again, we're in a demand zone, and a demand zone acts like a rocket ship. So once you breach this, then it's typically like sky's the limit. It's time to go, right? Once you breach the bottom, typically. But like I said, if we fail to break out of it, which we're showing resistance right now, then Netflix is coming down. See what happens. Yep. So we need to see some bullish momentum through this. Bulls are picking up. Volume's picking up. And there you go. So now it's like, let's get into Netflix. You'll get into a Netflix call if we can close above this level, okay? If you're looking at the QVP, this right here, you're seeing some seller aggression, but that's a strong breakout. Strong breakout. I got like only a couple of bucks in this account, so I don't want to really trade it. Let's see. What would be the take profit target? 96. Yeah. Contract selection is important, so I can't touch that. We got 16 seconds. It came back into demand. Okay, it's bouncing. We need to close above it. Doesn't look pretty. Not yet. We have an intraday demand. This is a 45-second, mind you guys, okay? You go to the 15 or 5 minute. This will show you the story that's going on right here. Bulls are pushing up, bears are pushing them down, okay? Now we're pretty much neutral. We're pretty much neutral. Gross. So yeah, we need confirmation above 94.72 or below 94.21. It's like the only way I'm looking at calls or puts at this point. Okay, SPY. Yeah, SPY is doing the SPY. It's gonna be a chop day. Okay. One that I put on the watch list was SoFi. Okay. The market's in a sell-off. We missed some opportunities. At target, you can see the supply zone established and then the sell-off. Okay. Now, we can't really touch SoFi. For me, I can't touch it until we figure out what's going on at 26.15. Below this level, we're bearish. Above it, we're bullish. So we could hit it and bounce up or fall through and continue down. I gave those levels, though. All right. Everybody pay attention to Walmart at 116.59 and see what it does. Let's see what the contracts look like on Walmart. So it would be 118 would be the target. Okay. PYPL. This is a little bit more scattered than I wanted. So at the beginning, we were pretty smooth sailing, right? We were able to get into a Netflix call option. We ran it up 10%. Then we got into another one, right? off of the retest, and that ran up as well, but was stopped out because it turned around on us, right? So those are two. I mean, one was a win, one was an L, so it's a break even there. And then the market started to kind of get choppy on Walmart, and SPY is chopping down, but it's not at key levels, so I can't take these. I have to wait for my levels to hit. I can't catch the middle of this and be happy that I caught the move. Okay. Now PayPal is doing something interesting. I want y'all to know. You have your 20-day and your 200-day EMA perpendicular, so they're trading sideways, right? Like together. So typically when this happens, you're waiting for the next big volume bar or push, and whatever that is, that's typically going to be the trend for the day. So let's see, what time was this? This was right at market open, right? All right, so let's see what happens. If we can confirm below 61.65 on PayPal, then we're short the position. Okay, if you see a doji happen here, right, and we start to see green, then that's an early entry for call options. Okay, so let's see what PayPal looks like. PYPL. That's a sell off, nasty. All right, so we are at the bottom of this level, and we're touching it, but I'm not sold on it yet. This is not, I don't see a confirmation. Like, I need to see price action here. Why? Because technically PayPal, the floor for me is at $60.26. So it's stopping short of the floor. It's not a safe bet for me right now just to hop into calls, right? I need to see what's going on, right? I need to see a clear price action for me to be okay with taking calls to the upside. But if I don't see that, and I see more of a continuation, then I'm going to be looking for a fall through, retest, rejection at 61.65. Got smoked twice on Netflix. Man, I'm sorry. How's she looking now, though? Look at that. Looking beautiful. Okay. Like I said, it's trading sideways. But also what I said, we're in demand zone. So when you're in demand zone, we're looking to buy. We're not looking to sell. So only reason why I'm not back in Netflix is because I didn't fund this account a lot, and I don't want to just get some dumb contract. And I already have a Netflix position in my swing trade account. So that's just sitting there for now. Okay, so back to what? PayPal, PYPL. All right, so PayPal, if we look at call options, then our take profit target, I'll let you know. Why is this yellow line here? One moment. Let's zoom all the way out. All right, we gotta be careful with PayPal too. I just zoomed out and I see that we're also neutral. Okay, so you see the range. It's going to be ready for a breakout, but not just yet. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm putting these on your radar. Okay, because these are going to be swing trades, y'all. Okay, these are going to be swing trades. So for write this down for PayPal. We are looking for PayPal to come down to test this ascending line of support, which would be around $60.72, or it could retest to $60.24. Okay, at that point, we're looking for price action reversal signals, and we're going to look for call options at this place, right? Why? Because that's what I do at the levels, right? I'm planning on a reversal. It may not happen. If it doesn't happen and PayPal decides to sell through, then of course we're looking at put options all the way down to 55.69. Okay, but for now, here are your take profit targets for PayPal. Your top your first take profit target is 63.90, okay, for call options, and that's assuming that we grab a play near $60.62. Okay, we would write that up here. We would look to exit at this position. However, we wouldn't necessarily exit at this position. We have to pay attention to price action. If price action isn't showing us a reversal signal, then we'll ride this all the way up to about $67.39. Towards the downside, we look at this descending line of resistance. You try to catch it up here, right? And then you play it towards the downside to the bottom end of this zone, which would be $58.03. So these are your two take profit targets for Netflix. Oh, I'm sorry, PayPal. Now, if you're a conservative trader, I mean, you can play it super safe, but you won't get the full move, and you would do that by waiting for confirmation above the levels here, above and below the levels here. Okay, so that's what I would say. Okay, and let's go back to Netflix, because PayPal is going to be neutral. Netflix, what are you doing? Netflix is still neutral, right? We can tell. We can do this right here, and we can see what's called a D-shaped pattern. So we know we're neutral. The market's neutral. Okay, so there's no solid trade. We got away with one, right? We got away with one this morning, and just for training purposes, I just did another one, and we broke even. It's not a problem. If I zoom into the 1 minute, we have lower highs, lower lows, and now we're about to see if this is going to break. Again, we're in demand. What's up, big homie? What's up, Evan? I see you. Good morning. Tony Love, how do you stay focused looking at so many stocks? I find it very difficult, but I'm not as skilled. It takes time. And typically I focus on one stock, but when you do your due diligence the night before, right, you kind of know what's up. So let me show y'all something. All right. So one, on this list, these are all the stocks I looked at yesterday, right? Or Thursday, and yesterday, last night. So I have an idea of what I'm looking for. I can even go to let's see, Carvana, CVNA, right? I'm waiting for it to hit the ceiling. Nothing really there. CMG, which is Chipotle, right? I'm waiting for it to make a move at 36.59, right? If we break above this, then we're bullish. If we can't, then we're bearish. Add my alert, right? So I've done the homework the night before. I'm not sure if I did NVIDIA. Did I do NVIDIA? No. So I won't touch NVIDIA because I didn't do homework on NVIDIA. Back to Netflix. Netflix fell within the demand zone, and now we have a doji candle at the level. So this is a sign of weakness right now. Okay, as of right now, it's a sign of weakness. It shows that there's a potential sell-off that's happening, and this is an evening star that could be forming. Okay, but let me see if I can show y'all what I'm talking about here. I'm gonna have to get going soon. Okay, can I do that? Again, I already told y'all where I would be looking for puts on Netflix, so it's not, even if I don't say it, y'all should know. So I don't know if y'all can see this. But essentially, this is like the homework I did yesterday. So like this is inside my app, right? So I put all my stocks in here, and then I send the alerts out as needed. Okay, so I prepped for the market, right? I prepped for the market. So that's what this section is. Okay, and let's go ahead and get rid of it. That's under the rapid fire alerts section within the app. So we're breaching the demand zone on volume. Okay, on bearish volume, and that tells me that I better be prepared to cut my position just in case. So when you're at the bottom of a demand zone, everybody, you're looking to see if it confirms below, or you're looking for it to wick back into it. And if it wicks back into it, that's like your ultimate entry and the least amount of risk for a position. Okay, just know that. But it don't look like it's gonna slow down. We'll see what happens. See if the bar closes red or not. Okay. Good morning, Arthur. All right. Something tells me I need to get ready to close my Netflix position. That was a swing trade that I am probably getting smoked on. Yep. Right now I'm getting smoked on that play. If price goes against me here, then kind of screwed, and it is what it is. But as of right now, we are not yet confirmed below. It looks like it's ready to, though. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute. So I was trying to get back into the demand zone. All right. So on this is, if you start to see bullish momentum get back into this demand zone, then you want to look for calls, and then you'll have a tight stop loss, which would be the bottom of this right here. So that's what you want. This is the bottom of a trend, so I would be looking at calls here. But again, like I said, if we fail to break in, then it's a wrap. Good morning, Rev. I see you. Good morning, Adam. This is the moment right here to sell off or to come up. If it comes up, we're going to retest this descending line of resistance. Everybody, I would be in calls on Netflix right now with my stop loss of 94.10. Well, actually, my stop loss would be of 94.17. I would enter Netflix call options. My capital ain't right, so I can't do it myself without like getting like a dumb swing trade, like a dumb contract, like that's too far out of the money. So Netflix call options, not financial advice. It's just something that I would do right here. But my stop loss would be if we breach 94.17. Again, I'm gonna repeat, Netflix call options, and you can take a strike price of 94.70 or $96, or yeah, 94.70 would be one of them. $95 and then 95.34. Whatever strike price is between 94 and 96, I would say is good. It's a good option, but I would be looking at the mid or the bid. I wouldn't be looking at the ask, because then you're instantly down. Okay. And again, your risk management is if you fall below the candle that went inside of demand, which we tried to test, but it didn't. So and just tried to John Wick you. At this moment, if you took the trade, you should be up on Netflix. You should be up almost 10%, if not more. You're probably up 20 to 30% if you took the bid. Put a 1 in the chat if you got in on Netflix on the call out. For those that are interested in getting the plays from my app, then there you go. That app is a trading journal. But I also put plays in there. There's educational content. The stuff that I teach is in there. Mindset, routine, check-in, stuff like that is in there. Which I have to go through that process pretty soon here because I'm kind of discombobulated. Kind of started late and I did things backwards. I got my smoothie, but I didn't do my daily check-in with myself. Shout out to you on getting those shares. I've been loading up too. Slow moving. This is a short on the SPY, but we have a demand zone. But I mean, it's a 1 minute, so let's go here. Not quite confirmed, but this wick right here was your entry on SPY. We talked about it, 682.26. And now you should be stopped out if you didn't take profits on the way up on Netflix. Wow, this market's wild though. I gotta stop the bleeding on my swing trade account though. Sheesh. Snap, load up. That was a huge volume candle they just pushed in for Netflix. What's up, Antonio? Hey, you had protection, Adam. It's all good. Kind of the same situation though. If we breach this demand zone with this type of bullish volume, then I would be back in calls. And then if you get stopped out again, for me it's 3 strikes you're out, right? Right now, again, I'd be looking at call options, but it's a 3 strike you're out rule. I got to figure out, well, this demand being a dark one means that it's over an hour. It's an hour plus demand zone. So let's go and see what price was looking like on the hour time frame. Okay. So this is an aggressive demand zone. So we weren't supposed to live in here. We either in it or out. So it doesn't look good. Let's see here. We don't supposed to spend a lot of time in this zone. So we're either above it or we're below it. And as of right now, it cut right through it. Cut right through it. So let's see what happens in this 1 minute on the 5 minute. And I gotta go. Essentially what I did on Netflix, where are you? I think I did a note. Netflix. I didn't leave a note. Interesting. Okay. All right. So I'm going to share this Netflix call or this Netflix position in the chat so you guys can track yourself. It won't let me. Hold up. I'm going to put it in the Discord instead because it won't let me paste everything here. Okay. Where is Stocks for Rel? There we go. Everyone. So there's the Netflix play right there for you, right? And then I'm gonna put it also in the hold up. I'm gonna broadcast this to my Discord broadcast. No. Let's do it this way. Edit. Levels are current. We don't need to worry about it. All right, everybody should have received the Netflix notification. Okay. All right. So from here, I'm going to end up journaling this. So I'm going to end up going to this Netflix position. I'm going to hit log a trade. And then, so I took a Netflix, hold up. I took a Netflix call option. I think I did that twice. And let's see. Yep. So I did a Netflix 9650 call option. So it was option. And then my entry was at 105. And unfortunately, I probably was up. Yeah, I went out at 110, so I made $5. All right, it was higher than that, but it is what it is. That was on the call option, and that was today. And then there was one contract, and it was a 9650 strike. Okay, and I always make sure that I know this was a live trade session. So I hit save the trade, and then now that's logged into my trade journal. Okay, and I'll log the other one too. That's from the same play here. And it was a Netflix option, and then the entry on the next one was 101. All right, and my exit was 0.90. So not much. That was another call option, and that was today. And then my strike price was again 96.50. And then I'll say second live trade. All right, that's saved. So now, for me, you know what? This is my admin account, so I'm probably gonna save it. It would be here, and it doesn't save on my admin account. But it would log here, so I got to do that over again on my dummy account. But anyway, all right, y'all. That's all I got. That's all I got. The market's coming down. Essentially, what we're doing, what you're looking for, is retracement or at key levels. So like this right here, We traded sideways. We didn't, as we broke back through this level, we never confirmed back above. So this was a sign that it was a continuation to the downside for SPY. SPY is still coming down. Is likely to come down to 679.18. But we're at another take profit target. Netflix is not dead yet. We have not confirmed below the demand zone, right? Until that happens, we still can see a bull run towards the upside. So remember, these demand zones act like, you know, those ramps on Mario Kart. Once you hit the ramp, it kind of takes off. It's kind of like that with demand zones, okay? So, but volume needs to match it, right? Just know that. PayPal, and then we'll look at Walmart before I get off. What did I do here? Why is this all yellow? Oh, okay, 1 second. So we're neutral here on PayPal as well. That's pretty much what we called. Let's go 15-minute. Reset. Okay, so this is that triangle system we drew up. Let's go red and white. It hit the ceiling, and now it's coming down, and it's below 61.65. So again, for PayPal, if you play this, again, we're looking at the bottom, right here. We're looking at the bottom at $60.26 for a potential call option to the upside. We already missed the put option, right? And you don't want to play the middle of this neutral position. This is a neutral pattern, okay? And Walmart, last one. Let's take a look, and we'll swing back to Netflix to see what's going on. So Walmart, this isn't a confirmation for a sell-off. Right now, we're trading around the 20-day EMA, and all the signs are pointing up. If I go to VWAP, we just hit the bottom of VWAP. VWAP is pointing down, so it's bearish on the VWAP for the day. But ultimately, let's go here. Ultimately, we're neutral, y'all. You see this? This is a mess. It's a mess. All right? We don't like it. So we got to play our levels, especially with the market doing what it's doing. See that? So I would not take a single trade unless you're near your level. And I'm going to do y'all a solid, and I'm going to give you the link to this chart so you can have it for reference. I posted in the on my channel. So swing trades for rail or with rail and KGU, and then it was an elite room in the other one. So this is showing an evening star sign. You have to wait for this bar to close now, but this is showing signs of a continuation, right? But this bar needs to close. Okay, it needs to close solid, and if it doesn't, then you let it go. Go back to Netflix one more time, and then I got to log off. Netflix failed to break through, failed to confirm below. Okay. So as of right now, again, Netflix is bullish. I know we're in a downtrend. I know we're below the 21-day EMA, but we are also far away from the 20-day EMA. This gap needs to get filled, right? So again, I would be in Netflix call options, and then this would be my third strike. Right? If this fails to break, then this demand zone isn't really being respected, and I'm probably going to get rid of it and then rechart, right? Because something's not working right. I will say that, let's see here. Okay. So on a 1 minute time frame, which is trash, but you know, on a 1 minute time frame, they're trying to say that demand happened here, right, at the base, but it's not a strong demand zone. Okay, for intraday is what I'm talking about, y'all. There's an intraday demand, and then there's a swing trade demand zone. Intraday demand, and this is intraday supply. When you see an intraday supply demand so tight, then it's a stock you just don't want to mess with, okay? And actually, the zone I'm more comfortable with is this right here. So this is your range right now for Netflix. That range is the top of this intraday demand, which is at 94.12, and then the bottom of this intraday supply zone, which is 94.28. Okay, so this is your range. And essentially, this is trouble. This is dangerous. What does it do? All right, Netflix, what are you doing? Looks like a sell-off to me, only because I see an increase in selling volume. Right now, I'm closing out positions because I'm down on my swing trade account for Netflix. It was an over weekend hold, so. And then I gotta get up. Walmart just hit a level. Those are the alerts I pay attention to. Give me a minute. All right, I'm out of that. Before I leave, I'm going to bring up the Walmart. Okay. So again, we've crossed back into this bottom zone. This is a trading zone on Walmart, right? This is a trading zone this way. So on the 5-minute, we have to make sure that we know that there's intraday demand, roughly. So we need to confirm below 116.25. But then we also need to understand that we are in an intraday demand zone. We're also nearing 200-day EMA. So essentially, y'all, like, we're getting contradicting like type of things going on within the market, which is apparent because the volume profile shows that too. So just be careful. You got to play the tops and bottoms. Whatever your strategy is, if you're playing the EMAs, then maybe you're playing off the 200, the 2021. You're looking for bounces off of that. If you're playing VWAP, then you probably are playing bearish on retracement because we're below the VWAP. VWAP is at 116.72. Okay. So, what else could you be playing? Yeah. And, I guess if you're playing volume profile, this is gross. So you have two high volume nodes that's identifiable here, and then you got a point of control here. Right, so your point of control is at 116.70, and then your high volume node to the downside is at 115.96. So essentially what you see here is what's called like a double distribution, right? To where the stock price can pretty much play both sides, right? It will just play catch with the other side. Okay. So what does that mean? That means that if Walmart falls to 115.95, then you want to look for a bullish reversal, because likely it might just swing back up and retest the POC of 116.70, and it could just trade within that range all day. I don't know. We don't know anything, but this is a trading range. I would not trade the middle of this at all. I would be looking at the tops, bottoms of those high volume nodes, and if not, the volume area highs and lows for that stock, which would be 117.28 and 115.38 to the up and down side. And both just so happen correlate or align with my levels, right? So I have a level here of 117.29, right? That's a entry level for me. And then I have a level here, 115.25. This is an entry level for me as well. So the volume profile is lined up with my levels. So cool. POC. Now also, before I go, you can download you can use an indicator called Session Volume Profile. And then you can see where the volume area highs and lows were for the previous days. So we fell back into a POC, yesterday's volume profile range, as you can see. And we're approaching yesterday's point of control, which is at 115.95. Okay. What was the day before? Right? Here's another zone that it fell into, right? With that point of control being near my 115.25. So all my levels are accurate, but it's just a matter of how the market's going to move, which I can't control that, of course. Okay. All right, I got to get going. I will tap in later and see if there's any questions. So it wasn't my best live trade, but the market really wasn't giving me what I needed to see anyway. SPY did work out. I normally would stick on the SPY as it relates to live trading because you get more movement and volatility, but I didn't focus on the SPY last night, so I didn't want to look at it this morning. I did actually, but I didn't want anything to do with the SPY. Just today just felt like I didn't want to, but it hit all my levels. Just chopped all the way down, and now it finally bounced at 679.18, to which now I'm going to go ahead and slip that into, hold up, I have to slip that into the alerts here. What did I do? Oh, there we go. SPY 679. Yep, here we go. I'm going to broadcast this to the app, and then I'm going to say, look for calls if on retest. Short if confirmed below. This will go to the Discord, and then this will go to anybody that's using the app. Okay, that's broadcasted. All right, and let me make sure. Okay, coming your way. All right, and I'm almost done. Okay. All right. That's what I got. All right. Spies now in the 1 hour demand. Yep. Thanks for letting me know, Mr. Alpha. I didn't see it. Otherwise, I would have called it out. And I normally have an alert set, but I didn't. My pleasure. Got in SoFi last trade of the day. Hey, shout out to you. All right, y'all have a good one. I have to get going. We'll see if we can get one of them home runs the next time. All right, everybody, take care.
This that late shift, graveyard, pockets on E. This that praying in the driver, God, don't let me bleed. This that thumbnail, live stream, teaching about the teeth of the market while I'm fighting for my family to eat. This that knee brace, aching from the miles in the mud. This that E5 rank that I earned with my blood. This that YouTube grind when the views was a dud. Now we talking about a movement, not a maybe. This a flood. Sacrifice for the riches, that ain't just about the cash. That's about the sleep I gave up just to break a broken past. That's about the liquor I refused when I could've hit the glass. That's about the therapy I took instead of speeding off and crash.
S4R, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife, for my kids, for my people that I live. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'ma die before I quit. Sacrifice4Riches, put the name on my stone. I was built for all this pressure, I ain't breaking, I'm grown. If you looking for a hero who was carved out of the stones, you can see him in the mirror when you face it on your own.
I was clocking in for bosses that ain't know my middle name. They just saw the numbers hitting, they ain't see the inner strain. Then I turn my pain to content, turn my lessons into game. Now I got a tribe of traders that refuse to play the same. Disco buzzing charts up, members learning how to move. We ain't chasing lotto tickets, we're protecting what we prove. Teaching risk, teaching patience, teaching how to keep you cool. Cause I lost enough myself to write a whole financial school. My sobriety a badge, my resilience a shield. Every L I ever took became a tool I had to wield. When the market tried to break me, I just studied how it killed. Then I built a better system, now I'm walking through the field.
Sacrifice4Riches, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife, for my kids, for my people that I live. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'ma die before I quit. Sacrifice4Riches, put the name on my stone. I was built for all this pressure, I ain't breaking, I'm grown. If you looking for a hero who was carved out of the stones, you can see him in the mirror when you face it on your own.
When I say sacrifice, you say for riches.
Sacrifice4Riches, sacrifice
for riches, from the trenches to the digits. When I say process, you say over profit.
process over profit, process
Over profits, we ain't stopping till we locked it. From the runaway son to the soldier in the dirt, to the husband with a white queen fighting through the hurt, to the father of 2 daughters that he put in every verse, to the trader and the teacher helping others break the curse. I'm the sum of every scar they tried to use to hold me back. I'm the voice of every kid who had to grow up in attack. I'm the proof that if you're willing to go all in on the path, you can lose a couple battles and still never lose your track.
Sacrifice4Riches, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife, for my kids, for my people that I live. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'ma die before I quit. Sacrifice4Riches, put the name on my stone. I was built for all this pressure, I ain't breaking up.